Manny, and the cover of Ruru's suicide show on a live stream was requested by Nathan, and I really identified to that song a whole lot. If you know, I've already covered My R, which is also a song about suicide, except this song is based on a real person, a real suicide, Ruru-chan, which, if you don't know, she was a young girl that was bullied and had mental health problems, and really got into live streaming to cope with that, and she really liked the attention it finally gave her. So she was a little bit provocative to, you know, get a bigger audience so she could talk to people and cope. But it really got her into trouble with people that really made fun of her, and she lost her own safe space, and people started telling her to kill herself, and she decided that she would do it to make a message, to become a legend. She live streamed her suicide, which is really awful because there were people telling her in the live stream not to do this, but there were also people that dared her to do it, that she would never actually do it, I dare you and stuff. And it's awful that there's conspiracy that she didn't die, because you can see her on the live stream just miss her fall, and definitely her last moments were in pain, and her mother didn't even go to the hospital to see her afterwards. And it's really a horrible story, a story about how adults don't see suicide and depression and bullying and anxiety seriously, and it's really awful. And this is why I wanted to do a cover of it during Yellow September. It just feels important, especially for me, because ever since I was in kindergarten, I was bullied by pretty much everybody in the small town I lived in. It was really close-minded, really very religious, very weird in what it needed to do. All the girls needed to have short hair. If you had long hair, you were ostracized. If you weren't born in the town, you were ostracized. You couldn't make friends. You could only be friends with the people your mom was friends with, the children of the friends of your mom. It was really an awful place, especially when even the teachers would bully you if you didn't conform with how you were supposed to be. That was a really traumatic experience, actually. I developed a phobia of going to school. It was so bad. I went to a psychologist and he said, yeah, you can't go to school anymore. It's visible. You can't. You don't have the strength to, and it's not a weakness. It's too much. You're overwhelmed. It's normal. So I ended up moving away from that small town, and I still got bullied, but to a lesser extent to there. And although it's not the same as how awful bullying is, in Japan it's even worse. I never thought about suicide during that time, as opposed to how how Japan has a whole forest where students go to kill themselves. It's really important to talk about mental health of the youth, of students, because the whole school system is already anxiety driven enough. If you count bullying and hope people don't take it seriously, hope people don't take depression seriously, you're so young, you can't be depressed. At your age I had depression at this year, and so you have nothing to be depressed about. You have a good life, and that's just not how it works. And I really felt the need to do something to spread the word as much as I can myself. I also took a liking to social media because of it. The bullying, I was always on my phone to not have interactions with people that I didn't know how that would go. Would they bully me? Would they, how do you act like a normal person? I'm just gonna be on my phone. On my phone, people like my art, they watch videos of me drawing. I never put it to the point where I viewed my self-worth with how much likes I got or anything like that. But there's a lot of people who, when coping with internet, get that. And it's also important, because if your self-worth is based on something that depends on how other people see it, on something as flimsy as algorithm, it's really not good. It's really hard for you, because as soon as the algorithm doesn't boost your stuff and you don't get as much likes as you used to, you're like, oh no, what did I do wrong? What's wrong with me? Why am I not liked anymore? It's a really tough subject. It's really important to talk about. We really don't talk about this stuff enough, especially in a society where social media is all around us, and children get into social media younger and younger. They're exposed to it as young as babies, and it's really important to talk about this stuff, to get ready to have the conversation, to protect the children from dying, because it's a bit our responsibility. It's not our fault if it happens, but we still need to do our best as people to help other people, because mental health is important. Yeah, this is a very heavy subject, and it's very important to me, and I hope it's important for other people too. Next video will be about abuse, which will also be a heavy subject, so I hope you're prepared for that. It's based on the song Circus Monster. It will not be a cover, not yet. I'm not prepared for that. This song is part of my childhood, but I'll still talk about it and abuse in the drawing video, and I hope you will like it. So I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye, take care.